In this video, we're going to be previewing the 116 matchup in the East region between the defending national champions, the number 1 seed, the UConn Huskies, taking on the number 16 seed, Stetson Hatters. For the UConn Huskies, they're trying to defend their national championship from a year ago, and what a job Dan Hurley has done to get the Huskies back to this point. They're 31-3 overall this year. They won the Big East regular season crown and the Big East Tournament Championship as well. This is an elite half-court team that executes in the half-court better than anybody in college basketball. They play a slow pace, 329th in the nation in pace, tremendous on the offensive end, first in the nation, number 1 in offensive efficiency for the Huskies. They're tough to stop, and they're 12th in the nation in terms of defensive efficiency. Now, on both sides, they are really top 50 in every metric, top 10 in a lot of metrics as well that matter on both the offensive and defensive end. They're ranked up there if the metric is important, at least in my mind. They've got 5 guys who score over 10 points per game, so multiple players who can hurt you if someone is not having their best night. My key player to look out for UConn is their big man, Donovan Clingan, 7'2" sophomore, who's averaging 13 points per game, 7 rebounds per game, and 2.5 blocks per game as well. He is so impactful in the middle of the floor as a screener, a threat down low, and certainly a defender. I watched this guy play firsthand in Seattle when they played the Gonzaga Bulldogs way back in December, and he is such a difference maker and a presence down low. Teams are scared of him in the post, so watch out for Donovan Clingan. My only area of concern for this team, right? Everybody thinks that they're going to go on to win the national championship again and repeat. They are the most popular pick so far, but my concern for them, not in this game, is just their absolute gauntlet of a region, right? There's 3 other major conference champions in this region: the 2 seed Iowa State, the 3 seed Illinois, and the 4 seed Auburn. Just a gauntlet for UConn to get back to the Final Four, but I think that this team is certainly up to the test. For the Stetson Hatters, the 16 seed here, making their first ever appearance into the NCAA tournament, so good for Stetson, coming away with the ASUN Conference Tournament Championship, 22-12. This team's record here coming into the tournament. This team is a good offense, but horrible on the defensive end. Offensively, 78 points per game. They're 102nd in the nation in offensive efficiency. It's a good three-point shooting team, 36.5% from beyond the arc. That's 36th best in the nation. Meanwhile, defensive efficiency, again, they're really bad. 342nd in terms of defensive efficiency. Sometimes they are an absolute turnstile on the defensive end, which is not going to serve them well in this matchup. Jalen Blackman is the key player to watch out for Stetson. He is their leading scorer. This guy is electric with the basketball in his hands. 43 points he scored in the Atlantic Sun Championship game, and he might need to score that many points for Stetson to have a chance here in this one. My concern for the Hatters, as I already mentioned, they're 342nd in the nation in terms of defensive efficiency. This team is going to have an impossible time trying to stop UConn. Yeah, when it comes to the matchup of this one, I'm not going to go into too much detail here. You do the math on this. I mean, the 342nd ranked defense against the number 1 ranked offense doesn't bode well for Stetson. I think Jalen Blackman, again, has to have a massive game for Stetson to be in the stratosphere, for this to even be single digits in the second half of this one. Stetson also not a very deep team. They only play 6 or 7 guys, so if they get into foul trouble, which UConn can certainly do to you, then they're also screwed. If I had to put this on the upset potential meter, yeah, this one's no chance to me. It's not a good matchup for Stetson. UConn's too good. This team's going to make somewhat of a run. Again, I don't know how deep. Congrats to Stetson making it to their first ever NCAA tournament, but the run ends here. Give me the UConn Huskies to advance. Do you want to win your March Madness bracket pool? Do you want to not only beat your friends and family, but absolutely humiliate them? If you like the sound of that, subscribe down below to College Hoops Tonight, because we're previewing all 36 first-round games of the NCAA tournament to give you the edge you need to nail your bracket and absolutely crush your friends and family in your bracket pool.